Hey guys, welcome to our AFC Strong class. Today we have all strength-based exercises. Good workout to get you guys strong, work those muscles. So we'll get started. Again, we have 6 exercises, 4 to 6 reps per exercise, and I'll explain each exercise as we move along. We'll start with a warm-up and then we'll get our workout started. So we're gonna start with some big arm circles, going back, keeping that chest up, core engaged, feet are a little wider than shoulder width, and nice big arm circles. Now switching directions, so going forward. Now reaching opposite hand to foot, up and reach back. So we're gonna alternate sides. Next, we're gonna go step to the side for some side lunges, so transferring our weight all to one side, leaning into that leg, pushing those hips back, keeping that core engaged, and then we're gonna transfer weight to the other side. So alternating sides, pushing into that leg, and now switching. Keeping that chest up, core nice and tight. Alternating side to side. Now standing back up, we're gonna do some step forward lunges. So stepping forward, keeping that core engaged still. So nice lunge, chest up, looking straight ahead in front of you. Keeping that balance. Okay, nice work. Now we're gonna walk out to plank. And we're gonna do some shoulder taps. So keeping that core nice and tight, squeezing your glutes, keeping those hips even. Now we're gonna go down to child's pose, so feet together, knees apart, reaching out in front of you. Now walking our hands, reaching to one side. And switching sides. Now onto your hands and knees. We're gonna reach one arm through, so like thread the needle, and then coming back up. So through and up, opposite arm through, and then twisting up. And now switching sides. Coming back out to plank, reaching one foot forward into a lunge, back knee on the ground, pushing those hips forward, reaching up, so chest up, reaching up overhead. Now we're going to twist towards that front leg, reaching. Again, keeping those hips forward. Now sitting back, chest up, back nice and straight, stretching those hamstrings, so reaching for your toe, sitting back. Now switching legs, so other foot forward, pushing those hips forward, again reaching up overhead, back knee on the ground. And again, twisting towards that front leg, reaching up. And now sitting back, chest up, back nice and straight, pushing those hips back, reaching for your toe, stretching those hamstrings. Okay, nice work. So now we'll get started. So we're gonna work with 2 movements at a time, doing supersets, so going back and forth for 4 sets. Our first one, we have a straight leg deadlift. So you're gonna grab your heavy weights. We do want heavier weights today, so you'll want 2 sets of dumbbells, something lighter but a little heavier than you would normally go for your arms, for our arm movements, and then something heavier for the leg movements. So we have like deadlift, lunges, things like that. So grab something heavy, challenge yourself today. If you don't have weights, you can grab an odd object and make that work as well. So like laundry soap, a water bottle, cans, whatever you have, put it to work and we'll get started. Or you can always load up a backpack is another great option. So first movement, we have a straight leg deadlift. So you're gonna hold your dumbbells in front, pushing that tailbone back. Very slight bend in the knee. We don't want our knees locked out. We're gonna go to mid-shin, keeping that back nice and straight, and then standing back up. So you're feeling it in your hamstrings, shoulders back, chest up, looking straight ahead in front of you, and then back to standing. After that, we have our lateral raise. So you can do 2 dumbbells or single arm. We're gonna raise our arms out to the side, coming to shoulder height, and then back. So keeping that chest up, back nice and straight, core engaged. And again, feet are shoulder width apart. So raising up to the side, slight bend in the elbows, and then down. So nice and controlled. So we're gonna do 4 to 6 reps per exercise for 4 sets. So let's get started with our straight leg deadlift. 1, 2. So depending how heavy of a weight you have, do more reps if you have a bit lighter weight. And if you have something heavier, you can do less. 4, 5, 6. Next we have our lateral raise. So grabbing your lighter dumbbells. So shoulders back, raising up to the side to shoulder height, and then back down. So nice and controlled. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Great work. So now we'll take a quick rest and then we'll move on for our second set, back to our deadlift. So rest as needed. I usually take 30 seconds, so anywhere from 30 to 60 seconds rest, and then we'll move on to our next set. So picking up that heavy object, heavy dumbbells. We'll get started in 10 seconds. 3, 2, let's go. So very slight bend in the knees. We don't want to lock out our knees. Pushing that tailbone back, back is nice and straight, and then back to standing. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Great work. Switching movement, so onto our second set of our lateral raise. And let's get started. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, quick rest. Rest as you need. If you need to take a little longer, that is okay. But anywhere from 30 to 60 seconds. Then we'll get started with our third set, back to our deadlift. So again, feet are shoulder width apart, pushing into the ground, hips back, pushing that tailbone back, slight bend in the knee, and then back to standing. So let's get started. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Great work. Now we're back to our third set of our lateral raise. So again, raising up to shoulder height and then back down to nice and controlled. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Awesome job. So again, quick rest, and then we're going to go on to our last set. So set number 4, back to our deadlifts. Going to get our music back on here. So starting back with our deadlifts. So picking up that heavy object, heavy weights, and we'll get started. So our last set here. So again, slight bend in the knees. And then standing back up. So pushing that tailbone back, back nice and straight, chest up, shoulders back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Great job. Our last set of our lateral raises. So again, slight bend in the elbows, raising up to shoulder height, and then back down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Awesome job. So now for our next 2 exercises, we're going to be on the ground. So if you have a mat, you can grab that. We're going to use our weights still. So our first exercise is going to be a glute raise. So grabbing your heavy object or your heavy dumbbell, we're going to be lying down on our backs. So setting that heavy dumbbell on your hips. Heels are nice and close towards your glutes. You're going to press up through your heels, raising up those hips, squeezing your glutes. We're going to hold for a couple seconds and then lower back down. So glute raise, so holding and then lowering back down. So I want to make sure we're not arching that back too much, pushing those heels into the ground and then lower back down. So again, 4 to 6 reps, depending what weight you have. You can also do this without your weight. So putting your dumbbell aside, just doing glute raises as well. Still getting that movement in. Nice form, nice and controlled. After that, we have chest fly. So you want to grab your light object or your light dumbbells. So you're going to start with your hands over your chest. Again, slight bend in the elbows. You're going to open up that chest and then back together. So again, really opening up that chest, pushing that back into the ground, belly button to spine, and then closing. So really opening up nice and controlled, and then closing back together. So those are our 2 movements, and we'll get started starting with our glute raise. So again, we have 4 sets, anywhere from 4 to 6 reps. Let's get started. So raising up, squeezing those glutes. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to do 4 reps for that one. And now we're going to go on to our chest fly. So second exercise, starting with the weights above your chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Awesome work. So now resting, again, anywhere from 30 to 60 seconds between sets, and then we'll go to our second set. Gonna get our music, some technical difficulties today. Music back on here. Okay, now we're gonna go back to our second set. So back to our glute raise. Again, you can use your weight or without. So weight on your hips, pushing into the ground through your heels. Let's get started anywhere from 4 to 6 reps. And let's go. So nice and controlled. 1, 2, squeezing those glutes. Pushing your knees out. 3, heels into the ground. 4. Now we have our chest fly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Great work. So now our rest, and then we'll go back to our third set of our glute raises. So again, take as long as rest as you need, and if you want to add more reps than I'm doing, make it work for you depending on the weights you have. So we'll get started in 5, 3, 2, let's go. So pushing those heels into the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great work. Now we're going to go back to our chest fly. So starting with those weights above your chest. Let's get started. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Great work. We have 1 set left. So 1 more set of each movement. On to set number 4. And then we have 2 exercises left after this. So grabbing that weight, back to those glute raises. We'll start in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now on to our last set of our chest fly. Pushing that low back into the ground, belly button to spine, keeping your core engaged. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Awesome work. So now we're done with those 2 exercises. We will stand up. You can take a quick rest, and I will explain our next 2 exercises, so our last 2. So working through a total of 6 exercises today. Next 2 are we have our step back lunge and then our bent over row. So for our step back lunge, you can hold both of your weights, your odd object or single dumbbell. I'm going to hold my single dumbbell at my chest. You're going to start with your feet together, stepping 1 foot back, pushing into that front leg, and then alternating sides. So keeping that chest up, core engaged, looking straight ahead in front of you, keeping that balance, and then alternating sides. After that, we have our bent over row. So we're gonna do single arm bent over row. So we have that staggered stance. Our front foot is bent in front of us. Our back foot has a slight bend in it, back knee, sorry. We're gonna bring it up to our side, elbow coming back, arm is nice and close, keeping those shoulders even, chest even in front of you, and then coming back down. So you wanna make sure you're not turning to one side, keeping that back nice and straight, a nice controlled movement. So again, coming up and then back. So we will get started with our step back lunges. We'll start that in 10 seconds. So again, I'm gonna hold my weight at my chest. If you have an odd object, you can hold it up at your chest, or if you have your dumbbells, you can hold them by your side or up at your shoulders. Lots of different options for this, or you can do it just body weight without your weights as well. You'll still get the good movement in. So let's get started. So stepping back into that lunge, chest up, core engaged. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Awesome job. So next we have our bent over row. So holding that one dumbbell still in a staggered stance, pushing into your front leg, front foot into the ground. So you're gonna pull up and then back down. So elbows nice and arms nice and close, elbow comes back. 2, 3, 4, and we're gonna switch sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, taking a quick rest, and then we'll go back to our set number 2, starting back with our lunges. So again, anywhere from 4 to 6 reps. For the lunges, I'm doing 6 total, so 3 each side. And for the bent over rows, I'm doing 4 each side. It's up to you how you want to split this up. Make it work for you. So we'll get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, keeping that core engaged, looking straight ahead in front of you. 3, 4, 5, 6. Awesome job. Now we're back to that bent over row. So a staggered stance, pushing into that front leg. Shoulders are even. 1, 2, nice and controlled. 3, 4, 5, 6. That time I did 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Great job. So now we'll take a rest, and then going on to our third set, starting back with our lunges. Picking up that weight, we'll get started in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, let's go. So stepping back into that lunge, core engaged, chest up, looking straight ahead in front of you. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Great job. Now back to our bent over row. 1, 2, 3, 4. Switching sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome job. So we have 1 set left. Last set, last 2 exercises. So we'll take a quick rest and then we'll get started. So starting back with our lunge. We'll get started in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now on to our last set of our bench over row. So that staggered stance. Shoulders are even, back is nice and straight, looking straight ahead in front of you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Switching sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's our strength workout for today, guys. Thank you for joining me as always. I hope you enjoyed it. Give me your feedback. Let me know what you thought. I love hearing from you. Hope you guys had a great workout. See you next time.